Yo, what's good, everybody? Today, April the 23rd, 2024. Dear most gracious and heavenly Father, we thank you, God, for another opportunity of prayer. We thank you, God, for allowing us to see yet another day. We ask you, God, that you just bless us, continue to keep us covered with your precious blood as we go throughout our day and the rest of the night and our rest of our week. Ask you, God, that you will bless all the viewers that are tuning in, as well as their families, and bless our guests tonight as well. Ask you, God, that you bless our conversation. And we'll give your name all the praise, glory, and honor. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yeah, what's good, everybody? Y'all come on in. As you come on in, please keep the subscriptions up. If you're watching on YouTube or even if you're watching on Facebook, either way, please go to YouTube and subscribe to the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show on YouTube. Greatly appreciate it. Please tell your friends about it. We're trying to grow this thing into something special. We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary the first week of June. So I'm looking forward to that and celebrating with you guys and want to thank you guys. I truly appreciate you guys. You know, we didn't do the show last week. And I hope y'all guys miss me as much as I missed y'all, but it seemed like forever. And I'm excited to get the show started tonight and just get back into a conversation with you guys and all that. Please feel free to leave any comments and questions as well in the comment area for myself or tonight's guest. You know, that always makes a better show when you guys are actually a part of it. You guys got the questions and comments coming. I like I like to have it interactive where you guys are a part of everything. So I greatly appreciate that as well. With that being said, I want to go ahead and start with Born Day shout outs. I want to say happy Born Day to still trying to get y'all pulled up, my bad. So I can see these comments as they come in live. All right, there we go. Yeah, happy born day to Francine Wilson, Miss Vandetta Williams, my man Manny Lyerly. I want to say happy born day to Pepper Bagley, MD Gatlin, Javon Taylor, Chef Rodney Brown, MOG. Happy born day, happy heavenly born day to Abe Bonilla, rest in power, brother. Wanda Bell. I want to say happy born day to my sis, Sandra Wilson. Um, Also say happy born day, heavily born day that is, to my grandmother, Clarice Bennett, who would have been celebrating on this week. Yo, what's good, Bev? Thanks as always. Um, Algernon Hall, number 9, West Side Rough Rider, happy born day, bruh. Um, Today, we want to say happy born day to my twin cousins, Mike and Michelle Daughtry. And last but not least, we celebrated the born day of my niece last week, Chloe. Happy born day, Chloe. Unc loves you. I want to say happy anniversary to one of my teammates as well from Westside, Rabu, and his wife Sherry Gary. Happy anniversary, you guys that celebrated on this past week. And I would like to solicit everyone prayers as well for my family. We got word Sunday that we lost my aunt, one of my aunts, my aunt Deborah. So I will ask that you guys will keep my family in prayer, but particularly her 2 sons, Trell and Josh Williams. Please keep them in your prayer during this time as our family grieves the loss of a great woman, woman of God, God-fearing woman. So I hate to see her go, but I'm also glad that she doesn't have to suffer anymore. She doesn't have to go through any more pain. And she's with her maker. You know, she's reached that destination. She's reached the final goal where she was ultimately trying to get to anyway. So rest in peace to Aunt Deborah back then. You're sincerely going to be missed. Um, so we're still waiting to hear from arrangements on that as well. But please keep my family in your prayers. Thanks to Sheba. Good to see you out here too, girl. Um, yeah. So how was everybody week off? I'm trying to stall real quick. We got our guest tonight. He's running a little late, so we just trying to kill some time till he comes on. But how was everybody's week this week? I seen you celebrating Earth Day, Bev. Did everybody celebrate Earth Day? Anybody do anything honor of birthday? And for those that participate in the plan, I hope everyone had a happy weekend, happy 420 weekend. Hope that everybody was safe and enjoyed themselves. What's good, Jew? Then we had the big fight this weekend too. Like, I don't know how many of you all are boxing fans, but that was a big fight. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. I'm quite sure it didn't go the way that many people think. Planted a tree and some flowers. Okay. Yeah, I seen your posts and your pictures. Anybody else do anything for Earth Day? Grace, her bless, God bless. Hey, what's good, Pastor Freeman? Good to see you. Uh, Got to get with you to get you on here one week too, man. Yeah, we like I said, it was a big weekend. You know, playoffs started this week. NBA playoffs. My Knicks came out storming, like the 2-0 lead that they had. I'm like Cam. Um, no doubt, I'll be in contact with you. Um, you know, that 2-0 lead is feeling nice, but at the same time, I want them realistic fans as well. I'm gonna try to say some of the basketball talk for when I guess come on. See, Chu said Tank said Ryan is the hardest hitting fighter he faced. Devin Chin is weak, bro. Hey, so that's the point that I kind of wanted to make as far as the fight, because I know everybody and their mama. It's easy to play Monday morning quarterback. Everybody and their mama had Garcia. Well, all I heard was Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Devin Haney. Garcia's crazy. Don't nobody know what he's on. He's trolling. He might not be ready for this fight mentally. He's talking reckless. And we see that it was part of his strategy the whole time. Hey, what do little? Hey, what's good, little John? What's up, cuz? Where can I get that shirt? Hey, man, talk to your cousin. DeAndre made these. This one here is kind of old now, but DeAndre made these. I'll get you his information, see if he still has any more, or is he still printing them or not. But yeah, I wanted to wear this tonight with Elisha being on the show. But I'll definitely reach out to you, find out, get that information for you, and get it to you, cuz. Um, yeah, but you're 100% right, Jude. Devin has a weak chin now. I will be honest, I don't really pay attention to boxing no more. I'm a UFC guy. So I didn't know anything about neither one of them as far as fights. I just know what I heard and what I was reading and all that. But one of the things that one of my favorites of all time, Roy Jones, he had been saying all along that um, Garcia's left is crazy. It's crazy, crazy. So everybody that knows him knows to stay away from it. Devin got hit with it in the first round, and not to mention that they fought each other 6 times as amateurs. So they split 3-3. So that was super crazy. But it looked like he was trolling, what they call trolling now. He was just baiting everybody all weekend. Devin Father said he dies. Father almost got his son slaughtered. Yeah, Bill Haney, and that was a good question. I seen people asking too. Should he get rid of his father and go in a different direction now? I'm like, I think that's a bit drastic. I hate to see when fighters lose a fight, then they automatically want to fire the trainer and what have you. Because I mean, there's a reason that you got to the position that you got to. You know what I mean? He's been raising his son as a fighter all along. Um, hey, what's good, John? Hey, bro, just stopped by to say what's up. Appreciate you, man. I got to get you back on here too, man. Got to get you back on the show, John. Let me know when you got some time, bro. Um, I respect always, no doubt. Yeah, man. So yeah, Devin, I'm one of those ones. Like I said, I stopped watching boxing because I don't trust the integrity of the sport no more. I think a lot of times these dudes, I don't know if the real results are the real results. Um, Garcia, he seemed to be a much better fighter. Like I said, everybody was talking about Haiti, but they made like 30 million a piece, and they're gonna make even more on the rematch. So sometimes I kind of question, like, and that's the other thing that I don't like about boxing is these guys don't want to box each other. Everybody want to wait for the perfect fight so they could get paid, and I'm not used to that era. I'm used to everybody who's ever out there. I want that smoke. You know what I mean? Whether we got to fight at catch weight, whether we got to come up and down the weight of the class, but we gonna fight each other because that we gonna give the people what they want to see. These days, these jokers is fighting like once every year, once every 2 years. So I kind of question the integrity of the sport sometimes because it has changed from what it used to be. I'm used to the days seeing Tommy Hearns against Marvin Hagler, Hagler against Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, the greats. Take what destroyed Devin, bro. The boxing world looks fixed. Back in the days, everyone fought. That's exactly the point that I'm making, Drew. That's exactly the point that I'm making. Um, and that's the thing too. Like I think Tank was stand. I think Tank versus Ryan Garcia would be a much better fight than Haney was. But I don't know that. I don't know that Tank will beat him. I honestly don't know that. And like I said, I'm just going based off of what I seen Roy Jones. I respect Roy Jones' opinion. But that will make for a much better fighter. I mean, uh, not Tank in that regard. Tank is a much better, stronger hitter and fighter than Devin Haney is. But he also, like you said earlier, he also said that Ryan Garcia's left hook is nothing to play with. So I think that it will make it for a much better fight. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Shakur Stevenson, North's own, go ahead and fight Haney now. Because at first I was, based off what I was hearing, I was kind of scared for Shakur to go ahead and fight Devin. But after seeing that fight, I think Shakur, might be ready for him. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight next. Because that right after the fight they were talking about the rematch, but I don't know if I would want to see the rematch right away. I think Haney might need another tune. Might need a tune-up fight before he get back in there. Tank hard, bro, because he beats you downstairs hard and works upstairs just the same way. Yeah. Now I have seen. Now Tank is one of those ones I have seen Tank fight. I have seen a couple of his fights. That's why I said I think that, like watching Garcia the other night, and that's the only, like I said, that's the only fight that I've seen. But one thing about him, man, he's like a throwback, one of those throwbacks Mexicans. I'm not trying to be racist or anything like that, but he's one of those throwback Spanish fighters. Like you're not gonna beat him. Like you have to beat him down because he's gonna keep getting back up even if you knock him down. And his speed is like sick. He was super fast to me. Not to mention, like they said, he got the hardest left hand in boxing, pound for pound. It would combine that with his heart and his speed. I think him and Tank. I can see him and Tank going the distance. I don't think Tank would knock him out. I don't know, but it will be a great fight to see. Definitely. I definitely think so. Um, then, like I said, back to them playoffs. I know you trying to talk about boxing because you don't want to talk about them sorry Lakers that you like. But before we get into the Lakers, like I said, my Knicks we looking good. But I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. I'm a Knicks fan. We have never won a championship in my lifetime. I believe it when I see it. I'm glad we got the first 2 wins. I'm happy that we might get the series or whatever the case may be. Got to go back to Philly. We still got to do our thing, but it's just the first round. So until the Knicks win it, I don't care even if we make the conference finals. Again, like I said, we haven't won a championship in my lifetime, but I have seen us play in the finals twice in my lifetime, but no championship. So I don't even really care if we get all the way to the championship and we lose. But having said that, I definitely don't see anybody beating Knicks ain't going nowhere. I hope you see that. What I will tell you where we go is we go much farther than the Lakers. How about that? How about that, sir? Sorry, Lakers in the great defensive player KD getting swatted on for the game winner. Yeah, the Lakers is in trouble. Not only should they be not even be in the play-in, because I don't like this whole play-in thing. You want to make the playoffs, get in regular season. I don't hear nothing about no play-in. You want to make the playoffs, make the playoffs. Then you get in, Yo, what's good, Miss Lady? Yeah, they get in on the play in, but they also get the championship Denver Nuggets. So that they caught a bad deal anyway. Because I don't see, and how do you lose a 20-point lead? That's the other thing. It's one thing that they lost the last 10 games to Denver, but to lose a 20-point game, 20-point lead, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Man, I can't believe we gave up that. You typing while I'm saying it. Like, that lead was crazy. Wasn't like 17, 20 points at halftime. Like, you're not supposed to get that up. Yeah, man, I can't believe we gave up that lead. AD gave that man too much space with his tender ankle self. Yeah, he might miss the next game with an eyelash out. He lost an eyelash. Let me see something real quick, y'all. Uh, Give me 1 sec. Let me resend this link. Six, 8, GX. King hated Julian. You ain't even got to say that, bro. We already know that's what it is with you. Professional hater. All things sports. I'm trying to get my son on this link. Six. GX, 3, 7, Y. My bad, y'all. Uh, all right. Let's see. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to find a different way to send the link. So who you got winning it all, Drew? You know we know it ain't gonna be the Lakers. We know it ain't gonna be the Knicks. Who you got winning it all? While it's still early. And anybody else that got some word. Yo, what's good, Ty? I want to know who you got winning it all. Who you got in the East and who you got in the West coming out the West. Yeah, y'all can still. Hey, what's good, too? What's good, bro? Um, I gotta get in touch with you too, man. I gotta need you back on, man. We need to do another show on guns. But with that being said, we got tonight's guest here. Uh, young fella I known for a couple of years now. He got a solid head on his shoulders. Good to watch how it shapes up. Nuggets can be beaten. I don't know, man. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna have anybody gonna have a hard time. I think beating the Nuggets. I think they're looking for a repeat and try to show their dominance that they the new team. They don't be on the board on the scene. Well, young fella here, basketball extraordinaire coach for Millbrook ladies women's basketball. Also works out with NC State Lady Wolfpack. Um, welcome to the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show. To my youngest son, Mr. Elisha Bennett. What's good with you, man?
Man, chilling, man. Just got done working out with the girls, well, hooping with the girls, so I ain't
Nah,
talking about nothing.
that's what's up. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, what you got going on. For those
Um,
that don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like you said, I'm a coach at Millbrook High School. Assistant coach for the assistant coach for the women's varsity team. I also help with player development for NC State. Shout out to my girls at NC State, making it to the Final Four. Um, and really, I mean, that's it right now. I used to play basketball in high school, of course. Did my thing there. Um, kind of left away from basketball for a minute, and now it's come back, and that's 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 what takes up. I'd say about 95% of my time, other than when I'm at work.
That's what's up. Hey, Bev said I was starting to think Kev was helping with Elisha with his
I'm
connect.
weak. I see. Yeah, it was a struggle, but it was not working. Sorry for the delay. I know y'all been waiting on me to come up here.
Nah, it's all good. Before we even get into the topics for the night, though,
Thank you, God, mommy.
while you right there, um, what make you think you lean more toward supporting and being a part of women's basketball as opposed to teaching young fellas? Like how did that come about? You drawing closer to the women as far as coaching and being involved with them and their development.
um, it really started as a child. Like, I mean, I've always claimed more towards women and men. Um, that's just a life. As a kid, I always wanted a little sister, not a brother. No offense, but like just as a kid, I remember I always wanted a sister. Um, and then a big part of it was my best friend, Kai Crutchfield. Um, she played at Millbrook with me, but not with me, but she was there. Graduated the same year, won a state championship, high school state championship. Then went on to play at NC State, and so I mean, I've always been kind of in tune into the women's aspect of things, and I mean, I feel like they don't get enough recognition as is, but I do my part. So I mean, hey, why not?
Now with this this class here, and we ain't gonna talk too much about Caitlin Clark or whatever, but with this class of women that just came out in the WNBA draft and where women's basketball is at, we talked about it over the weekend. Viewership for the Final Four was more than the NBA games that particular weekend on Championship Sunday for the women. The numbers crazy was period. You had a lot of people that's really into college basketball. Well, not the kind of moderate fan when it comes to college basketball. They were more in tune into the women's more this year than men. You knew more women players than men players. Do you think that this era right here that we're about to walk into, do you think that this is the beginning of a new thing as far as the WNBA going to the next level?
Absolutely. I mean, um, like you said, we don't want to. I guess we don't want to talk about it too much, but I mean, from where you got Caitlin Clark, I mean, say what you want. She's she's got the eyes right now, and it's
Mm-hmm.
for obvious reasons. I mean, she's a freak of nature. Um, I've gotten a chance to watch her play live. Um, uh, I mean, women's basketball is just starting to evolve. I mean, you got to think about it. I think I, w- I don't want to be sexist or anything, and I wasn't around back then. But from what my beliefs is, the women didn't have the resources that they have now,
Mm-hmm.
as far as like training and development. So I mean, you're getting women that are in the gym with guys 100% of the time, not
Yeah.
just playing pickup, but I mean working out, working on their craft, working on their handles, their footwork, their speed, agility, things of that nature. So I mean, the game is starting to evolve, and you're starting to see um, not just a dribble pass. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's becoming a lot more interesting. I mean, and then I gave my props to Caitlin Clark, of course, all-time leading scorer in all men's or women's NCAA points of all time. But like to shed a little light on Angel Reese as well. Um, you know, she's a very controversial player, but um, she kind of bought that to the women's game. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. Um, but I'm here to tell you, as somebody that works closely with Division I women athletes, it kind of opened up a door for people to show their passion about basketball and stuff. And so once you get the passion mixed with the skill, I mean, it kind of takes off. And I mean, people are just starting to become a little bit more aware. Um, then you got a new powerhouse. You got South Carolina, who wasn't powerhouse. I don't want to get into the rabbit hole, but um, I mean, it was always the same team to start off with UConn being a dominant school. Then they went on Notre Dame. Notre Dame had a couple dominant years, back to back to back. Now it's South Carolina, and so with it shifting around like that, I mean, it brings more attention to people and what they're doing and how they're playing. And I mean, shout out to Dawn Staley. She's doing a heck of a job. And, I mean, they're just out there having fun, man. So it's really good to um, see them get some of the credit that they're due.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think you said you can't speak on it because of your age, but I can. You can't talk about women's college basketball dominance without mentioning Tennessee as well. Pat,
Excuse me, Tennessee, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
Tennessee was killing the Shamika Hole squads and all those different teams. But to your point, what you said without knowing it is dead on. It's more or less about the resources, and I think another factor is, the women now they could dream. There is a WNBA. Back when I was in high school, there wasn't no WNBA. You automatically had to go overseas if you wanted to play professionally. Like you wasn't going nowhere past college and things of that nature there. So now that you have that option of the WNBA as opposed to going straight overseas, I think that's more of an encouragement too. Not to mention the NIL, because the NIL, when cats is making money, females and men are making money in school these days, a lot, especially for the women players. They're gonna stay in school for 4 years. It was big controversial over the weekend with Gino Almieri. He told Juju that she needed to go ahead and go pro. And we think that a lot of that was because he don't want to see her no more because she's a problem,
For
right?
sure.
But then he doubled backs within 48 hours and say that one and done is going to hurt the women's college basketball game, because I think a lot of the coaches got together and said, "Listen, bro, what are you doing? Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. Some of the money that some of these young ladies are making as far as NIL money. They're not going to see that in the WNBA, at least not at this point yet. Anyway, the money is not there, so why not stay in school? And I've always been a proponent of when it comes to athletics. You don't just go to college, and I know people who are they're student athletes, but you don't just go to college just to get an education. You go to college to get an education in your craft. So if you're in college as a male or female basketball player, you're going there to learn basketball as well. So that when you do progress and move up to the next level, you got something to work with. You're not just the fish fresh out of water, so to speak. So I think that helps them too, and that makes that when it brings up the quality, in my opinion, of the WNBA and the NBA. The longer kids stay in school.
Just to play devil's advocate, um, the NIL did help as far as people staying and attracting more eyes. Uh, the good thing about NIL is that a lot of big companies are using NIL to um, expose these players to new things. So I mean, you see them on a commercial. Who is that? Oh, okay, that's J. Okay, let me go check her out.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. However, on the back end of it, I mean, these are 18, 19, 20-year-old kids getting big lump sums of money, which they would do if they go to the NBA or the WNBA or wherever as well. But you're doing it while they're in college. And they seem to get sidetracked. I
Yeah.
think that's why a lot of people, you know, certain communities hating on the publicity that Caitlin Clark is getting. But one thing I will say, um, as somebody that's watched closely, Caitlin Clark still performed at the same level that she's always been performing at.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other hand, our girl Angel Reese, she kind of fell off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are saying it's because of the endorsements and the deals that she got. I mean, Angel went into making over $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And anybody can say money won't change them, but
It sound good. That's
money
not.
has changed me.
You
Uh,
and anybody else that keep it real.
money has changed me. So I think that's one of the and I actually talked to the coach at NC State about it. I mean, because he's been coaching 30 years, 37 years, excuse me. And so he's been through all of that, and he's talking about it. Another thing that hurts is the transfer portal. It's getting ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
It's getting ridiculous. You got people that transfer every year. I mean, I know somebody that's been in 4 different schools
mm-hmm.
and still got 1 year eligibility left. So, I mean, it's a lot of things that play into it. But nonetheless, I'm very excited to see where the women's basketball is going.
Mm-hmm.
Um, of course, shout out to the greatest women's basketball program that there is right now. My girls at NC State. You can argue with your mommy or daddy. I don't care nothing about no South Carolina, UConn, or anybody else for that nature. I don't care. We got the greatest program going on right now, NC State, um, and it shows. Um, let's just dive into history right quick. Before Caitlin Clark, women's Division I leading scorer of all time was Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum held a camp that she calls the Dogs Camp, and she invites the top players in the country to this camp. I think it's only about 15 of them that get invited. Two of our girls was able to go to Nia Rivers and Isaiah James, and because we are the most dominant, you know, one of our girls brought home the Dog Award, which is the biggest award of the whole camp. So I mean, it goes to show, man. I mean, that's just what we do. That's I watch these girls in and out, and it's beautiful because we have a lot of girls that transferred into NC State, so it's not we could take all the credit, um, but you know what I mean. We're doing what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as women's basketball, I'm glad to see where it's going.
Mm-hmm. Yo, what's good, Ro? Ro said, like father, like son.
I see them up there. What up,
Yeah.
Rome?
You know how it is. When we talk our stuff, we gonna talk our stuff, yo. We ride with our teams, yo.
100%. Matter of
Like
fact,
you
you know
said,
what I'm saying?
mama.
Shout out to my girls. As y'all see, got the autograph ball. You know what I mean? Got a whole team out there. I know what we doing. If you
That's
want
fun.
one, holla at me. You won't get one, but it'll just be nice chatting with you.
Hey, what's good, T? Um, Yeah, man. So it's funny what you were saying with that there, and with money won't change people. We're gonna transition a little bit. We was talking about the fight a little bit earlier, and that was a big thing. Like Roy Jones even talked about that. When with Haney, when you show up for these big fights and you showing up in the Rolls Royce, chances are you're not going in there. You know what I mean? It ain't the same when you was in the back of the pickup or you was running along the side of the pickup. The hunger is different when you got that money associated with it. So you got to find a way to stay humble and keep that humbleness and keep that energy up, so to speak. Because a lot of times money changes that for you. You know what I mean? It's like you're fighting so hard to get up out the situation that you grew up in that once you get that and you got the money and you got the cars and you got the houses and the notoriety, sometimes you're not as hungry. So that I think that's more of a personal thing where people got to learn how to always tap into that. And I think that's what separates a lot of good athletes from great athletes. Rome said he a Tar Heel, absolutely.
Hey,
Hey, Rome,
hey, Rome. Like I hate to do too much, but don't ever get it twisted. We got that tatted in ink, boy. We're always gonna be a Tar Heel. We strictly women's basketball fans who stay around here.
yeah,
Let's,
yeah.
mo- let's make that clear,
I
okay?
always
Let's
always
make
put
that
the
clear.
disclaimer out there myself. Like when it comes to men's basketball, I'm a diehard Carolina fan. But women,
Yes,
I rock with the
let's
Wolfpack.
let's yeah let's make that clear. Even with to the back to the money thing. I mean, Devin Haney, he did a lot. Um, Devin, I mean, I'm not in the boxing like that, so I can't really speak on it too much. But Devin Haney came in at a little bit too comfortable. And I say it like this. Um, just because I say it changes you doesn't uh just because you it changes you doesn't mean you know what I mean it has changed you for the bad. I mean, I got a
Yeah,
homeboy that goes by he's a rapper. His name is Tusi. Um, I'd be the first to say I've watched him struggle. I've been to his crib when it was a 2-bedroom apartment with his mom, 3 sisters, one brother, and his 4 nieces. um, and money's changed him a lot. It's granted him a couple opportunities that he probably wouldn't have had before, but he's still a humble human being. You know what I mean? So it don't got to change you. You still got to be hungry. At the end of the day, he's still hungry. Devin Haney got too comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um, and I mean, I seen a couple of posts of the pregame when Devin Haney was doing a lot, and Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia, he had two violinists in his locker room. He had two violinists in his locker room playing violins before the fight. It's all about how you move and how you mentally prepare for certain situations. And
hmm
at that point, Devin Haney. I mean, he got put down 6 times.
yeah,
Did see that. So, and really, once again, I don't watch boxing, so I don't know the rules. But in my personal opinion, if you get put down 6 times, the fight should have been over.
yeah. No, I definitely don't want to do nothing like that because you get knocked out. I seen cats get knocked out like that and come back and win fights. Like I think it should keep going until you. But to your point, you saying the same thing that I said. Like I think it's a personal thing. Like only you determine your level of hunger and things of that nature. There, you know what I mean. And a lot of cats don't have hunger. That's one of the arguments that we have amongst ourselves, and that's why I like having conversations with you because I remember what I thought or how I felt about things at your age versus how I do at this particular age, and there's no knock on you guys, but you got limited information to work with it. So, but I always try to tell people when we talk about that hunger, even with the NBA and things of that nature, like it's a different level because during our era, you played the game because you wanted to be the best that played the game. These jokers here, I think that is a lot of these jokers. It's hard for them to want to be the greatest power forward ever, the greatest shooter guard ever, when you're making $9 million a year sitting on the bench. You know what I mean? They don't have that same desire, that same hunger, as opposed to like days of old, so to speak, when jokers wasn't playing for as much, but it wasn't about the money. You know what I mean? But I think it's hard to get up, like you say. Man, all I gotta do is keep my roster spot. I make 9.9. I just rented out the whole top level of Onyx nightclub when we in Atlanta, and I'm not even going to get sweaty tonight, so I ain't even got to jump in the shower. But I make $9.2 million a year on the bench. I think it's hard to kind of want to have that desire to be great because I made it. I mean, got my family out of the situation that we came up in, so I don't need to be great no more. I got, you know what I mean. I'm good. So I think
Yeah.
that that's a big difference in modern day athletes as opposed to athletes in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, what have you. I think that plays a big part in it. And like Bev said, I agree with what Bev said too. You must move differently when you got money. You absolutely do, because when people, especially when people know you got the money, you know what I mean. You got to keep that head on a swivel. You got to make sure you got security around you, all that different kind of things there, because everybody in this world is not out for good. Everybody's not a good person in this world. So a lot of people, they're gonna be after you just to get your money. You know what I mean? Oh, he got that. It's like the saying and paid in full. Yo, you got the 14 bricks right there. His own bro. His own bro shot him up all because of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to be real careful when you do that. All right, so I definitely wanted to get you on this week because there's been a lot going on in hip hop. We got the J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake. Then you got the Chris Brown, Chris Brown and Quavo. Now even Kanye got it going off on J. Cole. And I know J. Cole, your man, so you're a little biased when it comes to Cole. But again, like Rome said, you my son. One thing I like about you is you're gonna talk your stuff and you're gonna represent your man, but you also gonna be unbiased as well with your opinion. You're gonna talk from a factual standpoint. Um, so how do you feel about this? Do you feel, are you on the side that this is good for rap or this is bad for rap?
Um, I'm indifferent just because uh, it's getting out of hand. Like it's just getting out of hand, and it's getting to the point where like people they taking shots at each other for no reason. It's like y'all ain't even really beefing for real, bro. Like, come on. Like it's just getting out of hand, bro. And then it's you got
Reach.
like yo, then you got AI, so you can't tell which one is real, which one is fake, bro, man. All I'm gonna say is, bro, Cole is a grown man, and Cole is Cole because of who Cole is, and Cole stands 10 toes on that. So that apology was 100% Cole. I don't think he should have apologized, but he did, and so be it. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now for
Don't
me,
nobody, don't nobody want to go. Don't nobody. They don't want to go toe for toe with J Cole.
from a rap standpoint,
Don't want to do it.
we want to keep everything on record anyway. And that was always the original beef back then. You know what I mean? It's all sport. It's just like back in the day. When Patrick Ewing played against Alonzo Mourning. Yeah, we Georgetown alumni. But for the next 2.5 hours, bruh, you public enemy number one. Now, once the clock hit trouble zeros, we can go back to being boys. And I think that it's part of sports, it's part of the craft, when especially in the nature of hip hop at its essence. Um, but I agree with you somewhat. Like, I have no problem when people have beefs. I feel like a lot of this is reaching. I think they're trying to create this beef, like, you know what I mean? Say, you know what? Hey, look, this is what we gonna do. It's almost scripted. Like, this is what we gonna do, so we could get the publicity, and then we both about to get this bag.
And it's annoying because like I'm one of the few people that still stand 10 toes behind Kanye.
Mhm.
But what you like? Why you come out? Can't
Yeah,
stop,
yeah.
won't
What
stop. I
Kanye
just
had to do with this? Yeah,
it is
Kanye came out
it
blasting.
is trying to like take time. What we talking about, bro? Like you just came just cause like. I mean, and it's like, bro, and let's speak on it right now. Let's go ahead and speak on it while we're here. Since Cole done bowed out, first of all, Cole smacked any of these fools. It's number one. But I will say the proof is in the pudding, bro. Ain't nobody messing with Drake. I'm sorry. Like, there's 30 of y'all coming at Drake at one time, and he's smoking all y'all boots in one song. Why everybody got beef with Drake? Because he's at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what we talking about? I don't.
And it's not because
Oh,
he's mixed either. I seen one post talking about it's
that's
like
because Rick Ross. Rick Ross was talking about him being white boy and this, bro. That's what it is.
yeah, this was before even a white boy. You know, somebody, you know how it is on TikTok and these social media. Everybody got something to say. He said because he half white, he's mixed and that. Nah, Drake like that because he got the best team. If he don't write his own stuff, whatever. He embodies it all. And right now, like you say, he's at the top of the food chain. Like
Uh,
they all chasing him at the end of the day. Now, it's skillfully or lyrically, do I feel he's the best? Absolutely not.
yeah, because
I
Cole
don't-
is.
huh?
So
I'm
yeah,
not
because
mad
J
at
Cole
Cole. I'm
is.
not mad at Cole, but I think Kendrick put himself in a whole nother level bracket when it comes to lyrics. I put Kendrick in a whole different category by himself. Like
Nah, that's wild.
Kendrick pen game is crazy to me.
It's not, and it's like even if it is, that's cool. You just took 3 years to come out with a diss track. You ain't dropped none in 3 years.
So
So if it,
that goes back to what we was talking
so
about either earlier. Like I done did what I needed to do, and it's almost like everybody like, and I don't think everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it was almost like when Andre 3000 came out with his flute album. Everybody, man, we don't want to hear no flute. We want to hear this and that. There, okay, it don't matter what you want to hear. I'm gonna do what I want to do because I'm an artist. If I want to put out music, I'm gonna put out music. If I don't want to put out music, I don't have to put out music. I don't owe anybody anything. I look
that's
at
why you. That's why you'll never be a legend, though. When you talk about legendary, you gotta think about longevity. That's why Jay Z is the great. Like you like, argue once again. I really don't want to say this because I don't even believe it, but like Jay Z is the best rapper, especially right now. Jay Z been around 30 years.
Yeah, body of work definitely plays a part in it. I'm not taking nothing away from that. But you got greats that's out here getting money. I think Buster is in that conversation when people talk about he's not in the top five or nothing like that there, but he's one of the elder statesmen. I think Buster got what 3 albums. You know what I mean? In the same year, he's actually older than Jay Z. He's been in rapping longer than Jay Z has. So I think people different. I think is different formats or different rules apply to different people. Now, does the longevity and consistency help you as far as your legacy? Absolutely. That's like you said. That's how you become legendary and things of that nature. There, but I don't think everybody has the same hunger. Like Kendrick, you know, I just drop music whenever I feel like it, and if I don't feel like it, I'm not doing it. So I get I get exactly what you're saying when it comes to that there as far as longevity. But at the same time, playing devil's advocate, I don't want to just hear you putting music out every 6 months, every year, just so you can try to be legendary and it's trash or it's just mediocre, so to speak. You know what I mean?
And nothing J. Cole has ever put out has been mediocre or trash. Not saying that that's what you said, but
No, I'm not
I'm
talking
just
about one
for
individual
sure, for
period.
sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But
I'm
I'm
not
just
talking
putting
about
that
one
out
individual.
there. I'm just putting that out there so everybody know that's why he's number one, and they can argue with their mama or their daddy.
We know you you biased when it comes to J. Cole. Before we get off the J. Cole thing though, this is the problem that I had when I was reading different posts and all that there, and even I seen my boy, because Jada, one of my guys, I rock with Jadakiss. But Jada, like, man, I was like, what are we doing? When everybody was talking about, everybody feels some kind of way about the apology. As a man, right? I have no problem with any human being, male or female, that's mature enough to know they self enough to say, listen, I want to apologize. I'm never going to knock nobody for apologizing or respect. To your point, did he have to apologize? Absolutely not. But what that man said on that stage right here in Raleigh, North Carolina was, this wasn't sitting right with my spirit. This wasn't working right with me. This was messing with my peace, the journey that I've been on. So whether you talking about Christianity, whether you talking about Islam, whether you talking about hip hop, anything that you got to do for your peace, I'm all for that, yo. I would never knock a man for apologizing. I hate this mindset. This is hip hop. We ain't apologizing and all that there. Like if you wrong, I have no problem with somebody saying that they wrong or feeling some type of way, or you feel like you need to apologize. I'm not gonna ever hold that against you whether you're a basketball player, whether you're a football player, whether you're a rapper, whether you're an actor. If you feel a need to apologize for yourself, not anybody else, I'm all for that. I don't understand why people were so offended by him apologizing just because it's hip hop.
Bro, this is this generation. Everybody gotta be tough. That's what it come down to. Everybody gotta be tough. Everybody gotta be the hardest man out. And at the end of the day, for real, like J. Cole said, like Born Center came out 20 maybe 2011. Kendrick done been working with J. Cole since then. Like they have songs together. Like it might not say featuring, but like a lot of them hooks Kendrick is on. J. Cole done produced a lot of beats for Kendrick. So you see what I'm saying, bro? Like if we really want to talk about it, and that's really why I haven't been having a conversation because like call it what you want, call it what you want. I'm a J. Cole super fan, bro. And so I know what I'm talking about when I talk about this, bro. They have been working together, bro. Kendrick got an interview where he's like, yeah, like J. Cole is probably one of the greatest like writers ever. Like he's like, and the words came out of his mouth. He's definitely the greatest writer of this time. That's what Kendrick said. Kung Fu Kenny, K Dot, whatever else you want to call him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you feel me? Cole got his little feelings, said what
Mm-hmm.
he said about Kendrick, and it's nothing like, bro. Bro, like I don't know. People just grow up different, cause that's like, yeah, like, bro, that's like me and you going at it, bro, and like we playing around, but I take a jab where I know it's gonna get you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? More than
Mm-hmm.
the level that we at. And it's like, all right, but hey, all right, bro. I took it too far. That's on me. That's what bros do, you see what I'm saying? And that's all he
Mm-hmm.
did, bro. If we being,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So for you got people like Symbol coming out, bro. Symbol, bro, first of all, who are you, bro? What's your catalog? What's the last album that you saw that don't win platinum? Like, bro, we really don't want to go there because I go there. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I like Simba though.
what name 5 Simba songs.
He just coming out. I'm not. I don't.
Say that.
I'm not gonna go there like that. But from what I
So
heard,
so 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 here we go,
I've heard of him. I like everything that I've heard of him.
and that's cool. But the last person that did that, J. Cole had an answer for him at the end of the album. So and Lil Pump is no longer around. So like that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. Like and J. Cole has proven himself several times. If you want to take it there, I prefer not to. That's just like me. I just got finished arguing with somebody at the gym, and I had to tell him like, bro, like, listen, man, I don't want no problems, but I promise you, I'm scared of you. I'm literally the softest person in this gym. Just please leave me alone. I don't want no problems. Wanna know why? Because if we take it there, I'm gonna take it there. That's what about you. That's what happened, bro. Like they bros, bro. You feel me? He don't want no smoke, bro. He really, bro. Cole been like that though. Like, and that's why I've always rocked with Cole. People ask me, why do you like J. Cole so much, bro? Because, bro, like first of all, his music is crazy, but I can honestly say I've watched every J. Cole interview that there has ever been. And when you listen to what he say, like, you feel me, your teacher can tell you the sky is blue. And you're like, nah, don't think of it like that. The sky is blue because you know what I'm saying, once this happens and this happens, and it changes your whole, you know what I'm saying, perspective of things. Cause J. Cole just he thinks like that. And so like he been on that type of time, which is why it don't come as no surprise, bro. Like this is what we talking about, bro. I got every J. Cole album on vinyl that they got inside the crate right now. We're not gonna do that, bro. We're not gonna act like this is brand new J. Cole, bro. Like, if you know, you know. And
Yeah,
really
J.
J.
Cole,
Cole
right?
and J. Cole probably your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing.
I ain't gonna go that far, but he definitely up there because like cats my age, you know, we like you said, we let y'all do y'all thing. One thing that's not one thing that I don't do. I don't necessarily listen to a lot of them. These new people. Hey, I'm gonna send both of y'all something. Tanya and Bev. I'm gonna send both of y'all something. Something nice. Um, Cali guy, from Oakland. Um, So for us, it's like I think about it like with me. I grew up on gospel. I grew up a hip hop head, but I grew up on gospel music, and I can remember like when I remember all the heat that the Winans caught in the '80s, right? Yeah, the Winans. Then you had Commission come out, the Clark sisters, and a lot of the church folk. This don't sound nothing like James Cleveland. This they out here sinning. We need to pray for them because they making that secular music that, and it's like no. Then Kurt, you go fast forward 20 years later, Kurt Franklin come out. You know what I'm saying? The Kurt Franklin, the Freds, and they got bad bands and all this here. So it's always going to be an evolution. So I think I would never hate on the younger generation. I just choose not to listen to a lot of them. But the ones that I do, when I see people like the people that my peers respect, the Nas, the Redmans, the you know what I mean, the elder statesmen, the Jay-Z's, when they mentioning some of these young cats and giving them their props, then I got to listen to them, and I respect that because, like I said, I feel the same way. Um, when it comes to J. Cole, like I hear Nas and them talk about when they talk about modern day rap and all that did. J. Cole always the first name that comes up. You know, people say that I like what Drake doing, but they talk about J. Cole as far as his lyrics and just being that it. You know what I mean? So everybody has a different criteria for what makes they, you know, it ain't about
Ooh.
album sales to me all the time. You know what I mean? It's a different thing. Mar said, "Hey, what's good, Mar?" Mar said, from hip hop standpoint, apologizing was whack from a real life perspective. If he needed to apologize for his peace of mind, so be it. Just stay out of the fray going forward. Yeah, and like you said, he said it, and like to your point, Lisa, um, one of the things that he said was during the concert at Dreamfest, he said it like he didn't necessarily want to do it. So that's another reason why you got to be your own man. You know what I mean? Like he was like his whole camp, like yo, we want blood. You know, everybody was getting in his ear, so he released it, but then wound up taking it down.
But
So
that's what. But I mean, bro, like as a man should. That's like you out there with your girl. You out with your girl, bro, and some dude step out of pocket, and your girl don't know you to take it there, and then you get out, you get in your bag right quick, and you ended up smacking the fire out of him. But he was being disrespectful. So did he deserve it? Yes. But like at the end of the day, you not gonna want her to look at you like you crazy because you feeling because you had, you know what I mean?
mhm.
It is what it is, bro. And so like it happens, bro. We're human. At the end of the day, that man is human. So I'm not hearing none of that. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and go back right quick because I forgot to mention something. Like everybody should do their homework. You know who discovered Kendrick Lamar? You know?
Nah,
Facts,
thought it
facts,
was
facts.
thought it was
Huh?
Jay or one of them.
You said you thought it was Dre?
Yeah, somebody out in Cali.
Ooh, you might be up to song. You might be because it was Dre. Or was it Dre? No, it wasn't. Because guess who sent him to Dre and brought him to Dre? Let's talk about it. J. Cole. J. Cole, the one that sent him. Thank you. J. Cole sent him to Dre, and Dre put that man on. That's a known fact. A lot of people don't know that. That's why, and that's what I'm saying. Like that was, he apologized on some brother stuff. Like man, bro,
Yeah.
you look like you the homie, bro. I ain't even gonna little bro you. Like you the bro though. Like humbly, nigga, I put you on.
Mm-hmm.
But he not about to say that because it's like if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Cool. But we know. So like, I ain't even about to take it there. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like let's
Yeah.
like, I,
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. That's a good point to know and a good gem to know. Because you know that definitely, as far as skill level, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it does say something as far as status. You know what I mean?
that's
Like
what I'm saying.
if I put you on, then yeah, you know what I mean?
Come on. And I ain't saying it got nothing to do with skill, because skill, J. Cole got all of them beat by a landslide. You feel me? We ain't gonna talk about that. But like even with Drake, before Drake responded, bro, I was like, I told people, bro, Drake don't gotta respond. Drake don't gotta respond. He doesn't have to. Man, he decided to, and he's standing 10 toes on that. But Drake could go drop a love song tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cause bro,
And
like
see,
he
the other
not
thing
worried
that
about that.
I think people be talk missing too, like you said, I think it's fans. I think sometimes fans get too much and they feel the same thing with sports. Here it is, you talking about this particular team, and we this and we that. There, that team don't even know you exist. That team don't even know you got 30 jerseys in, $3,000 worth of merchandise in there. You don't get
Like,
no
what
birthday
is
card.
talking about? Yeah.
You don't get none of that there. So I get all of that aspect of it, but you still got to keep things in perspective too, because everybody, like you say, what, he need to come back. He need to come back. What's taking him so long to drop something? All that there. You go back to our era. My guy Biggie, when Big when Pac drop hit him up,
Hey,
Big said,
pop.
I ain't got to respond to that.
Yeah, because respectfully, Biggie is my number one of all time. Cole, my number two. Jay-Z, my number three. But but that's how you shut stuff down. That sounds to me like Cole is not built for this. But like, do your homework because he done dissed a couple people and they ain't bounced back from it. Like he can. That's what makes him so great of an artist. Like his album KOD, the album KOD was not like he did that solely to prove a point, and he said that, bro. And that is a
Mm-hmm.
tough body of work. Like that was tough.
Yeah,
But
Mark, you got to hear some of his underground. He could definitely diss, but I
like he
think it's
could
more
take it
strategic.
there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
more of a
strategic.
personal thing. He don't want to because there's no need for
Exactly.
him. He's not on that type of time. That's like somebody that could box and got golden gloves, but they're not trying to box because like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that.
That's like us being in the crew. We might crack jokes on one everybody in the crew, even each other. But certain places, certain people in the crew, we're taking a whole different place. But we like, nah, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna do that to Cole. I ain't
he's
gonna do
just
that to
not trying to
Mark.
do that.
I ain't
He's
gonna do
just
that to
not trying
Cam.
to
So
do
I
that,
definitely get
bro.
that. And I definitely think that that's where Cole is at. He's not scared of it. He's not trying to avoid no smoke. You know what I mean?
At all. He's
Kind of like
just
he's
saying,
matured from it. And that's another thing too, Mar. Like you gotta remember, like these jokers ain't 17, 19-year-old rappers no more. These jokers are 35, you know what I mean? They not
he
kids
about to
no more.
retire. He
Yeah,
got one more album. He got the fall off. That's gonna come out probably a year or two, and he's done.
so it's a good thing. And from Mark, I know Mark, the old elder statement here, so who you got, Mark? Like out of these cats that we talking about, and even about everybody that's out now, this era here, who is your top dog, Mark? Who you got the top
Tusi.
at the top of the food chain? But I
Tusi.
think that is a beautiful thing. Like I said, I think Mark can speak to this. I think it's a beautiful thing because back in '89, 93, we wasn't even sure if this thing was gonna still be around. You know what I mean? Mark said, right, he know they can handle it. I don't know any of them. What are you talking about? You don't know any of them. You know J. Cole and you know Kendrick
And
Lamar.
kick him out the jump, bro. Because he's tweaking. I'm on so he no Cole.
And I know he know Kendrick too.
But cut it out, bro. Cut it out, bro, because you're tweaking. No, it's really Tusi for real
Nah,
though.
but Mark, to his defense, Mark is like that. Like I said earlier, like it ain't no hate on them. A lot of these cats we just
Bro,
ain't listening to. You
you
know
don't
what I
gotta
mean?
tell me. You act like I listen to him.
Yeah.
I don't listen to him. I don't care.
Like you the one that put me on Tootsie, and I had to learn who he was because it was off of your recommendation. So I like to come to y'all, to y'all youngers every once in a while. I don't know their
Bro.
bodies of work. Okay, I give you that. I give you that.
I listen to Tusi off the strength of that's the little homie. I don't know. Just trust me. There's a reason. You feel me? Cole had the craziest bragging rights because guess what? He went platinum with no features twice.
Yeah, Cole definitely different. He moved his
Wow.
and he's definitely a better rapper. But he reminded me of like when you don't remember this here, but like when Game very first came out, like 99, 2000, whatever year Game came out. It was like, yo, who is this dude? And then when you find out this mother from California, listening to his lyrics and his rhymes and stuff, it was like, nah, ain't nobody from California rhyming like this. Like he sounded like an East Coast cat, a seasoned veteran. Like it was like a breath of fresh air for everything that we was in during that particular time because it was being kind of oversaturated with all the different things. and what that was going on. So J. Cole reminded me of that, and the same thing. Not comparing them to in no regards whatsoever, but it was like when I first heard J. Cole, it was like, it's like a breath of fresh air. And I can
What you?
honestly say the same thing about Drake.
Nah,
Like,
Drake used to slide. I used to be a big Drake fan. Drake used to slide. Who? Where's Jay-Z at on your list?
what all time?
Yeah,
Oh man, Jay up there for me.
he used to. You say he up there?
Yeah,
So
he's
if he put
definitely up
somebody,
there
if
for
he
me.
put somebody on, you gonna respect that, right?
Yeah, and I know that. I know about that story there with J. Cole. Where he out there going. Jay-Z wasn't even paying him. He just wanted to get on. So I respect that. That's another reason. One thing that I liked about J. Cole too.
And then Jay Z ended up putting him on. You want to know why?
Yeah.
He ain't have no choice because that man is tough. He put him on a Blueprint 3.
Um. T
Why
said,
people don't
Trey
like?
said, after
All right,
50,
yo, let me go ahead and
no,
get up
that's
out of here.
not
Cause
what y'all talking about. I just want to know. I think 50 ain't like because uh 50
can't
is
even have
more
this
he's like
conversation
a
on the show.
comedian. 50 a comedian, yo. Like people fail to realize, like we remember that era, like us old Mark, me and Mark are a little bit older. Like 50 first hit was How to Rob. Like when he had a song talking about robbing the whole industry. Everybody in the industry.
Bro, 50,
From
if you ever
50,
see this, bro, if you ever see this, come to Raleigh and check in with me because we got beef. I don't like that man, bro.
50 is a different beat, but different beast. But he know how to make he know how to make hits. So that's the point that I was making earlier. Like just because you know how to make hits, don't mean that you're a great rap. Like 50 is not a great rapper. 50 make great songs, but he's not a great MC. You know what I mean? How right? Yeah, Mario. It was definitely fire. It was definitely fire. And T, I like 50 too. But I would never have 50 like in my top five, maybe not even my top 10 when it comes to rap all time.
Maybe,
No, I said maybe my top 10. I don't think 50 would be up there high.
bro. There shouldn't be no maybe about it. He get top 50, top 100, maybe.
Yeah, he in the top. Yeah, I'll give him top 50. And like I said, everybody has a different criteria. 50 rhymes is nice, but he make great songs. Because he with Dre, he with Aftermath, so he got that connection working for him. And he know how to make bangers like that birthday. Go Shorty, man. That's an anthem for not black people, white people. Like
Don't
that's a
ever
hit.
play it on my birthday.
that's a hit. He go crazy.
Don't ever play it on my birthday.
But Jay put on other cats too that weren't any good.
I don't care about
Absolutely,
nobody else. I'm talking about the
absolutely.
one and only Jermaine Lamar Cole. That's
Because
what I'm
Bleak
talking
pen
about.
game was nice, but he ain't never amounted to nothing. I used to like Bleak though.
All I'm saying is
So
J. Cole the nicest out.
Jay up there. Jay up there. I would never give Jay the top, and it's funny because Mason and them was talking about it, and people have talked about it over the years. Jay-Z ain't never been like, and that's a big difference between our era and y'all era too. Like, and Mark can speak to this. Back when hip hop was it for us, it wasn't about having a hit. It was about having an album, like start to finish. Like a lot of these cats now, they're just putting out songs. Like now, I want to be able to go from track to track to track without fast forwarding anything. And that was more or less our era. Like we had it where, okay, the first time you listen to it wasn't just the East Coast thing because the first time you listen to Death Certificate, you can listen to Death Certificate by Ice Cube all the way through, all the way through, hit after hit after hit after hit. It might not, a lot of them might not make radio play, but you could do that. The reason that Jay-Z would always be mentioned, in my opinion, because when he dropped Reasonable Doubts, to this day, that's still one of my top albums of all time in any era. I'm talking about all time. That's that one album, Reasonable Doubts, is gonna be on there because you can listen to that joint from start to finish over and over again. You're not fast forwarding to do no song. You gonna listen to it for fun, and when the last song go off, you're like, dang, I might run that back.
You can listen to 35 all the way through.
35. Who is what's that one of J. Cole's albums?
Adele.
Adele. Talking about the singer? I don't know. I haven't listened to that, but I'll take you at your word. Tanya said Ti is my top 10. Yeah, and everybody, like I said, everybody got
Ti
different.
could be that though. He could be that. He could be that because you feel me? It's Ti, bro. Like I can't name
He
a
got a
whole bunch
nice
of stuff
body of
about
work
Ti,
too.
but he the king of the South, bro. Like Ti got that.
Before we get out of here, though, I got to hear your take on well, two more things because I want to talk about OJ a little bit too. But Chris and Cravo, how you feeling about that one there? that, I'm like, yo, people better put this. Is just me. I think people got to start putting some respect on
On
Chris Brown.
Chris,
Hey,
yeah. Like
this mug sing, he
Chris
dead.
Brown is the
Rap.
best rapping singing dude I've ever like heard of. Like
He does it all.
he's a singer that will fire up your favorite rapper. Like but I'm sorry, bro. Like cool. He talked about Chris Brown ducking smoke and he should have hit him like he did Rihanna. Oh, we knew that was coming. Cause that's really all you could say.
Chris Brown.
But Chris Brown annihilated that man.
Yeah.
Chris Brown,
And
that man said that
Quavo
man
came back.
said,
But it's just the fact that a singer coming at a rapper like that.
yeah, like bro, like he hit him where it hurt. Like he said, bro, it's funny you claim to be so great. Funny you claim to be so great. When Tate died, everybody wished it was you. Like you don't, bro. Talk about that man uncle, bro.
Yeah,
Like
Chris is different beat. And we ain't even talk, but he's also acting. This mug is in movies. Chris does it all. He does it
he's
all.
not one to be messed with, bro. Like
Yeah.
he has to be saved at all costs.
Oh, I like that, yo. They carrying Grayson Allen out. I love it. One of the most dirtiest players ever.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened. I don't even got the game on, but
I don't either. I don't know what happened. I think they just carry this mug out, so I love it. I ain't rooting for nobody to get hurt, but I like to see where he get hurt.
OJ though, OJ is crazy.
Now, yeah, and like I said, we lost OJ since we did our last show, man. And I want to talk about that a little bit, especially with Mar here in the comments. I wish I could have sent you the link, Mar. I know you was gonna be here. I would have sent you the link, but I already know how you feel about OJ. Like he used to always talk about OJ being his favorite running back and stuff. That I've always been just drawn to OJ, the character OJ. And when you talk about football, if you take this mug body of work and place it against anybody else, we're not having no conversation. Period.
Crazy.
I'm not talking about anything off the field. I'm talking about on the football field.
The real LT, the Damian Thomason. So now I'm playing.
I'm about to say, man.
I'm just playing, bro.
You better be glad we had different rules, man.
I'm just playing, bro. I don't know.
Already go through the screen on that one.
I can't speak on OJ, bro, because I don't know the juice man. I don't know him. I don't know football's numbers. I don't know what he did in football.
Yeah.
Like
Nah,
I don't
all you
know.
gotta
I
do is do
can't
the
speak
homework.
on that, bro.
Like,
I
think
can't
about it,
speak on
man.
that, bro.
You used to play the game. This man had 273 rushing yards in a game, bro. You got teams that don't rush for 200.
I used to do that when I played Pop Warner.
Oh man, we ain't even gonna go. We ain't even gonna go. Did you even have a carry in Pop Warner?
Yeah, don't do that because I got a touchdown in Pop Warner. No cap. Don't play with me.
A touchdown as a running back?
Yes, on God. It was a special
I
team.
remember that one. I'm
It was
calling
a
back as soon as we hang up.
now I think it's why I was playing for Coach Ed. It was a trick play.
Got you.
Score though, don't care. You hear me?
and another thing was OJ was the first player to have 2,000 yards in a season. And you
So
got to
he
remember
better
this.
than what's the name though? He better than what's the name? What's his name?
Who, Walter Payton?
Him or what's the other one?
I know you ain't talking about the cowgirl, Emmitt Smith.
Nah.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point that I was making, Mark. This mug had 2,000 yards in the season back when they was only playing 14 games a year.
Reggie did that.
Who?
Reggie.
Reggie who? Bush?
The Bushman.
You
Stop
crazy.
it. Reggie did that 3 times. You hear me?
Jim Brown. Nah, Reggie ain't never do that on the pro level. And Reggie, he's still as good as Reggie was. Hold up. As good as Reggie Bush was, Reggie ain't touched half of OJ records because they played at the same college. They both went to USC. That's how good OJ was.
What's his name? Jim Brown. Who's that? Was he a running back?
Yeah, Jim Brown
There
was.
you go. See, I might know something. That's
Yeah.
what I was talking about. I appreciate it. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name.
Me personally, I would take OJ over Jim Brown because
You know who I take.
OJ was more versatile.
Man, give me Trent Richardson.
Man, you can have him. I don't think nobody gonna argue with you for Trent.
You give me any of my backs from Bama. Big roll tide. Stop playing with me.
That's the only time I disown my son, y'all. When it comes to college football, I don't know how he like them.
Been one my whole family, my whole life. I don't care nobody talking about. Yeah, big Bama. And we're still gonna be nice without Nick Saban. Hey, boy, if we talking about college, bro, I don't want to talk about no college, no nothing. If we're not talking about my girls, bro, so we go ahead and stop that conversation there. Shout out to NC State. Shout out to NC State women's basketball, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean? Came into the season unranked. And now who's tweaking? You tweaking up. Came in the season unranked, had us to finish number 8 in ACC play, bro. Went to the ACC championship. We lost the ACC championship, cool, but we made it to the Final Four, Cleveland. See what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Made it to the Final Four. Shout out to Sanaya River. Shout out to Zaya James. I carry. You know what I'm saying, bro? Nah. What up, though? 22. Do something for me.
Yeah,
Zaza.
she gonna be on. She gonna be on next month. I'm gonna hit you up, see if you want to come join us. She gonna be on the show. She messaged me back today. I'm gonna have her on sometime next month. Yeah, but like I said, closing out, man, OJ was different, and I can honestly say, I would go as far as to say, I don't know how you feel, Mark, but I would go as far as to say, other than 9/11, OJ might have been the biggest story in my lifetime. It was literally called the trial of the century. Like the
Did they
whole
ever find a
world,
glove?
right? And think about this. And I'm not trying to glorify everything that he was accused of and all that did, even though he went to court and he was acquitted. We're not even going to get into the semantics of it. But I think about this era. You got to remember this, just to put things in perspective for you, Elisha, right? We're talking about an era before social media, right? When OJ was doing the famous chase, right? Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely. Court TV was already around because I used to watch Court TV when down here with my grandfather when I come down here. But nobody knew about Court TV. It's like if you knew, you knew. OJ put Court TV on that next level. It was like must-see TV. Me too. He didn't know. He didn't do it. Did you see the new documentary coming out? Nah, I ain't seen that one.
It's on Netflix. It's out.
Which one? What's the name of it?
I forget the name of it, but it's out there.
OJ said, I know the one on Netflix. That's an old one. It's like 5 parts. That one there, that's an old one there. They did that one a couple years ago. Netflix brought it back out, that being that he passed away. But like I said, we're talking about an era before social media, right? When OJ was making the chase, I never forget, we was getting dressed for the prom. On the way to the prom, they interrupted the World Series or whatever was going on to bring you live footage of the chase, right? It was so crazy that as OJ was on the highway, it was the NBA Finals. Thanks, Leonard, because we was at your house. We was at your house. Isabel, the handyman of Nicole brothers, said he killed Nicole Simpson. That's crazy. Been rewatching it. Yeah. So look, like I said, this mug is he's on the highway, the 405 out there in LA. And as OJ is riding down the highway with the cops chasing him, you got people. Now, mind you, again, this is no social media. Every overpass is crowded with people holding up signs, "Go Jews." People running along the cars where people didn't even, you know what I mean? While it was fresh, it wasn't like they got an alert on their phone or, you know what I mean? They checked Twitter or none of this stuff existed. Like, how did all these people know in real time to even be out there on overpass, let alone making signs and stuff? It was it was one of those things like you had to be there. That era was so crazy. That whole OJ thing was like blown out of this world. But again, thanks for the memories, Juice. You'll be sorely missed. Yeah, glued to the TV. Absolutely. We was watching every single thing. And that again, I ain't never got to see my boys win, but we were playing in that finals. And we still in the finals, we get upstaged by OJ. Yeah, man. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we get up out of here?
Man, go State. Go NC State women's basketball, bro. If you ain't tuning in, bro, you need to tune in this upcoming year. You don't want to miss it. You might see me on TV a couple times. I've been spotted a couple times. It was right after Rodney King. God, boy. Well, hey, man, shout out to my girls out there, man. Um, J. Cole the GOAT.
Said you
And
might be on TV. TV for what?
sitting courtside. You know how that goes.
You talking about at the game. Gotcha.
Yeah, you know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? So just be on the lookout for the big dog, Go State. Bro. Ain't got nothing, man.
All right, bet, man. Well, I so appreciate you taking out the time to come chop it up with me tonight. Wanted to kind of keep it light. Like I said, get earlier. Y'all please keep my family in prayers. We lost my aunt Deborah on Sunday. Still waiting to find out about arrangements and what have you. But more importantly, keep my family in prayer, but make sure you keep her sons, Trail and Josh, in your prayers as well. They're taking it pretty tough, you know. You can only imagine what it's like to lose a mom. So, and you know, it's kind of crazy, and they going through it. So yeah, man, y'all have a great week. We're gonna be back with y'all next Tuesday night. Can't wait to see you guys then. I hope everybody has a safe weekend. Before you get out of here, man. So you gotta go. We just starting. This is the first round now. Who you got in the finals and who you got winning it all?
Bro, why are we asking this question? You know who I got. You know who about to win it all.
You see, Mark got a question for you.
What do you say?
Any new music coming from Robert?
Let me bring this a little bit closer. You got jokes. Stop playing with me. But in all seriousness, man, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? He sang a new song the other day that he wrote, but you know what I'm saying? Shh, don't tell nobody. I don't know what's gonna come out of that. I ain't messing with y'all, man. Go ahead on, bro.
I
Denver
wish you
again.
more.
All right, bro. No,
I think they
no,
gonna
we
get
got
set.
an answer for him. We have an answer for him.
Who? Who? Who?
The one y'all couldn't use. The unicorn.
Man, please.
Sleep if you want, but you know, as a
Please.
Celtics fan, I was the biggest one against bringing him aboard.
Y'all now, if y'all don't win it all this year, do you blow the team up? Are you still a fan? Like, talk to me.
We just get rid of Jason Tatum. He's butt. He's trash.
Yeah, I can't believe you a Celtics fan, man. Y'all trash, not Jason Tatum. Y'all trash.
Okay. I've seen my team make it to the finals and win in my lifetime more than once.
I have too on the video game.
Oh, nah, I'm talking about real life, real time. I'm talking about holding up that chip, holding up that trophy.
Yeah. They I don't know. Let's see out the East. We still in it, but I like I said, I gotta believe it to see it. I don't see us going all
All
the way,
right, bro. All right,
especially
bro. Hey.
not healthy. We're not healthy. I'm not a big Julius Randle fan, but we
Bro,
definitely can't win no championship without him. We need to be
Bro,
full.
y'all have Julius Randle as a superstar. He's trash. He's a role player in real life.
He do his job. He
All
does
right,
his
bro.
job.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
He does his
Cool.
job.
Cool. Hey,
Um,
you remember last year when y'all won y'all first series and me being alive and I sent you a congratulations text because y'all won y'all first series since I've been alive, playoff series.
that wasn't the first series that we won.
All right, second.
Like the third. We had just made it out the first round the year before.
They got
But
swept,
yeah,
right?
I don't see us winning it all.
They
And
got
to
swept right
be
after
honest,
that, right?
I can't really tell who's gonna come out the East. But I do agree with
Who being the Celtics out the East?
I like Milwaukee, if anything.
All right.
If you got a healthy Giannis, y'all don't want no smoke with
Bro, we've seen the
Milwaukee.
healthy Giannis. Y'all say that every year. Y'all say that, bro. Y'all say that every year. Better watch out for Milwaukee. You better watch out for the 76ers. We just seen them
He
both
got
healthy and
Dame
got them
Dollar with him
balls
this
out of
year.
there every year.
Mar just said the same thing. If Giannis is healthy, they will get Celtic trouble.
Cool.
Absolutely. Because he got some help in Dame Dollar this year. I think that I agree with Cam and Mace though. The main problem with Milwaukee, in my personal opinion, is y'all old coach, Doc Rivers. I think if anybody gonna mess it up for Milwaukee, it's gonna be Doc Rivers. I don't know why everybody keep talking about Doc like he this great coach. He just been coaching for a while. He got one championship.
Got one.
He lost way more games than he won as a coach.
Who you want to chip with?
That's what I said, y'all coach.
But I'm saying, who did he win a chip with? I know he coached more than just so I'm just curious.
No, he no. He
Who did
had
he win a chip with?
y'all had 3 Hall of Famers on there, bro.
Who did he win a chip with? That's all
Stop
I'm
it.
asking.
I don't know.
Bro?
I
Why
don't
are you
know.
saying?
I don't know who he won a chip with. I just know they say he won a chip.
So you just all right, yeah. Well, let me inform you, it's the Celtics. I've been informing you
It ain't
all
hard
night.
to do when you got 3 Hall of Famers on your squad, though.
Who fault is that,
I'm just
bro?
saying.
Who fault is that?
They had KG, Pierce, and Ray Allen. Mar, don't forget about Ray. Come on, man. They played with a stacked deck.
I said, who fault is that? And y'all both. And I'm really about to get off of this. Hey, y'all have a blessed night because y'all are both tripping. Because both of y'all act like y'all rabbit out y'all mind. Y'all, how y'all not gonna say Rajon Rondo? Don't ever disrespect it.
He is not a Hall of Famer. He was a good player, but he's not no Hall of Famer.
Right, the best point. He the best point guard in the league in the past 20 years. The smartest one too. I don't care what nobody's saying.
That's my point, Mar. Yeah, they won in spite of Doc.
Bro, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all better put some respect on Rajon Rondo's name, bro.
He was decent.
He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Hey, and shout out. I seen it this weekend. Shout out to Chauncey Billups and Vince Carter, UNC baby, making the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to both of those cats. But we're gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks again for I say, yeah, he tweaking again.
Nah, y'all tweaking. Y'all tweaking. Put some respect on his name, boy.
Yeah. So, man, but man, I appreciate y'all, man. I hope everybody has a good weekend, good, safe week. Stay safe out there. Love on your loved ones. Let people know that you care about them while you still can, because you never know. They're here 1 minute, gone the next. So that being said, I love all you guys. Appreciate all you guys. I see you all next Tuesday. And as usual, I'm signing off. DeAndre and Elisha, since you here. Know that daddy loves you intentionally, but I also love you unconditionally. Till next week, peace.
Go Lady Pat.
No doubt. That's it right there, right? I gotta work on it.
Feel me? Go Lady Pat.
Peace.